today's Toy Spot, we are having a look at the Mattel Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice basic figure of Aquaman. The only release of Aquaman, at least at the time that you're watching this video. We have not gotten a multiverse release of Aquaman just yet. So, yeah, kind of a first glance look at what Aquaman's going to look like. Comes with his trident. Comes with, well, he comes with a lot of tattoos. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. On the back of the package, that's what the figure's going to look like. Head sculpt, I think, is a little bit better, to be honest, on this figure photography than what we ultimately get here. Other figures available. There is, I don't know what you would call that. Now, this is Canadian packaging. This was actually the only figure Spot found in local retail stores. So, unfortunately, they don't give you names. And it looks like there's some sort of medieval Superman. Presumably, he's not going to appear in the movie like that. Grapnel Batman, which I had a look at, and Gauntlet Assault Batman, which we've also had a look at. Comes to us from the folks over at Mattel. It's not recommended for ages 0 to 3. And there you go. Spot's going to take a break. We're going to open this up, and when we come back, we're going to get a better look at Aquaman. It's more heading away, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. The one accessory that comes with Aquaman is his gold trident. It's sadly a little bent at the top just due to the way it was packaged. Just have to adjust that and maybe just heat it up a little bit to warp it back into place. It's not bad. Wish it was more of a metallic color and less more of a, a matte gold plastic. It kind of goes with the armor, but then again, like the armor is a little more on the shinier side. You can take it and put it into his hand. I was actually surprised, as Spot's talking away trying to get the trident into his hand, I was actually surprised that I found Aquaman in local retail. I figured he'd be a little harder to find. He was the only figure that I could find. Well, that's not true. I found also Shield, what is it, Shield Reflection Batman, or Superman, whatever his name was. There he is with his trident. I'll probably just display him with the trident anyways. But I think for the sake of this review, let's pull the trident out and just put it to the side. Let's get a look at his face. It's not terrible. I don't know if I would say it looks like was Jason Momoa. He's going to be playing Aquaman. This is obviously more rooted as almost the borderline Aquaman that would have lost his hand and got the hook hand. It's kind of like what they're deriving this design, I guess, from. It's certainly not the short-haired, strapping young Aquaman with the orange top and green pants. I guess for a realistic-looking Aquaman, this one makes a little bit more sense. He's got a sash to him, and he's got some gold armor on the side. This looks like it wants to hold something, but it doesn't. Gold boots. Got a gold shoulder kind of plate armor. Gold plates on his gauntlets there as well. I see what they were trying to go with by kind of giving him a quasi-scaled chainmail outfit by giving him the tattoos. I get that. That's kind of cool. I like that. And he's got his Aquaman emblem down there as well. It's going to be interesting to see how Aquaman plays a role in Batman v Superman. I think as far as we know, it's only going to be hinted that Aquaman is in it, or maybe we'll just get a glance of him in LexCorp. I think they've got him in some underwater tank prison or something like that. Of course, at the time that you're watching this, we have not traveled ahead in time to watch the movie, but the movie is going to be coming out very soon, actually. I guess less than a week and a half. Very excited, though, to see it. Yeah, the figure isn't bad. It's a basic class figure, so it's not going to have a lot of articulation and posability to it. It's about on par with what we've been seeing so far. Speaking of seeing so far, let's have a look at some of the other figures just by a comparison in size. There he is next to the Man of Steel. I wish Superman had the wider stance that Aquaman has. Instead, his feet are very close together. But they're about the same size, give or take. Another size comparison that we can use from some of the figures that we've had a look at. There is Wonder Woman. To be honest, still I find one of the better figures in this line. And the last one we'll look at there is Batman. So they, scale-wise, he's about the same height as all the other male characters. Almost about the same build as well. Yeah, it's funny though that looking at the front of him, it looks like he's got a gut. On the side, it's not as bad. I don't know, some reason it just makes him look like he's got a bit of a gut from the front. Anyways, your posability for Aquaman. His head does rotate. It's a little more hindered because I guess, well, the hair does limit a lot of it. It's just a hard plastic on his hair. Shoulders rotate all the way around. He's got a bend point in the elbow, which also rotates that forearm. He has no waist swivel to speak of. Legs hinge forward. Once again, not back. You can't move the leg any further back than, well, pretty much the standing pose. He has a bend at the knee, and no posability in his armored boots. He's not a terrible figure, no. I think Aquaman I have to kind of see to kind of get where they're going with the character. He's definitely a more like rugged, kind of long-haired, scruffy-looking Aquaman as opposed to a clean-cut Aquaman, which I guess serves the movie universe probably a little bit better than a clean-shaven, short-haired Aquaman. But it is going to be interesting to see how he is interpreted in the movie. Meantime, figure isn't bad. It's not one of my personal favorites, but I think the figure isn't all that bad. Today's Toy Spot, we were having a look at the Mattel Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, looking today at Aquaman. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more Toy Spots heading your way. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.